I was watching the weather and said rough weather's coming, and then right after that, the water started coming up under the door. So I was worried about my dog. I went out to the back door and looked out, and he was trying to get on his doghouse. At the time I got him and got back into the house, he was up to my chest, and my sister called on the phone, and I was talking to her, telling her what was going on and telling her goodbye. About that time, that's when that back door exploded from the current, and it pushed me out the door. I was hanging on to that gutter right there. One of the workers, seasonal workers, come. He swam down. He got down to my carport, and he was hollering in Spanish, but I didn't understand him. But then he held out his hand. I knew he wanted my dog. He was going to give me a little better chance of getting out. So I handed him my dog, and he come back to the truck and the carport. He was holding on to my truck, and the current started pushing my truck around to the side. He had to let go of my dog, and by that time I was hanging on over here to the gutter, and the current, I seen him go by. I figured he was gone. That second post was the last thing I could grab onto before I'd be lost, dead. I held on to that post. I was pretty bad shock, and my neighbors, I could hear them hollering, "Donnie, hold on, we love you." Just so happens, the Oklahoma swiftwater boat people were coming down this way. They went to North Carolina to work up there, but they couldn't get there, so they came back through here, and they got trapped with us between there. So anyway, my neighbor run out in front of them, told them, "Come down here and save me," and that's a miracle. They got their boats in, and they came up from behind me. I didn't know he was there, but I was in pretty bad shock by then, and the boat bumped against my shoulder, and one of them grabbed my arm and trying to get me in the boat, but my dog popped up about then, and I grabbed him and then held on to the gutter. I handed him into the boat. The current was pulling me under the boat. So that one guy couldn't hold on to me. I was trying to hold on to the rope, and I couldn't pull myself in. There was no way. Anyway, the guy on the motor, he jumps up. He seen I was losing it. He jumps up and grabs my other arm, and both of them, with all their strength, they pulled me in. It's a miracle. There's no way nobody would fight that current like that. That's like a tsunami, Blood pressure bottomed out, and my neighbors, they got me in, up to the bank, and they took me to the top of the hill. There's a house up there. They worked with me all night to keep me alive. But anyway, it was the next day before I could get any help, and they took me to the South Central School where the helicopters were coming in, and they did my vitals and everything, and I was pretty bad shape. They put me on the helicopter and took me to Johnson City, that hospital above the VA. I didn't get a shower for 3 days, and I had all that poison on me, and so I'm fighting the effects of all that. I finally got down to the VA, and they took real good care of me and sort of made me sick, what all I lost. My son, he passed away a couple of years ago, fentanyl poison. So I've had a few rough years, but I'm a tough old buzzard. I had a whole lot of stuff, you know, but that's stuff. And, yeah, pictures and my military stuff is all gone. I start a new chapter now, you know. I've never seen that before, you know, like people pulling together, you know, helping the other guys. It was something I've never seen, you know. Well, I've never seen people pull together like that. I'm looking forward to rebuilding, and I'm definitely a miracle standing here. And I'll give it all to the grace of God. He stuck his hand and pulled me out of the water, you know, and he give people, you know, people need to pull together and love each other, you know. The Lord said, feed my sheep. That's what we need to do. My name's Don, and I survived, and I was survived by a miracle. Anyway, a lot of my friends didn't make it, and I know a lot that did make it, and we still need a lot of help, you know. I just need to get back to normal once again.